I'd like to welcome calling in on the radio. We have Gina Hutchinson from the Willy-Perra organization, and the big show is coming up on Sunday, huh?
Yes, it is.
This is exciting. Your big Red Star Twirlers.
They're coming back to Newport for the 29th show.
Wow. Now, is this annual, or did you miss a year because of COVID?
We missed a year because of COVID.
Yeah.
But and that's it. Otherwise, it would be 30 if it was that. So it'll be 30 next year due to we missed on COVID.
Yeah. So how are you? I haven't talked to you in forever. Doing well?
Oh, my Lord. I'm doing well. And you too, Steve.
Yeah.
I keep up with you. I try to keep up with you. What's going on with you on the radio station and things. But, I feel like we've just been crossing paths.
Yeah. Things have been good. Things have been good here. And we just wrapped up our Toys for Tots toy drive this past week, which is like a more regional toy program. But you're heavily involved in the Newport-centric Willy-Perra Christmas Fund.
Absolutely. It's my brother who started it.
Yeah. So go ahead and tell the story about the Christmas program.
So my brother, who passed away in 1989, he was only 38. He had a massive heart attack. My family has a big history of the guys with the heart attacks. And he had started back in 1981. He was a baseball coach. He did Little League, and he also did Babe Ruth. And he had some kids that he knew were probably not going to have a good Christmas. So very simply, he went trucking up Main Street. At that time, there was a Western Auto store owned by the Cummings family. There was the Hirsch's store owned by the Hirsch family. And then there was like banks. So he literally went door to door and just said, look, I got these kids. Can you help me out? And they would either help him out with giving him a toy or something, or they would give him money. Like Ella Casey. You all remember Ella Casey.
Yeah.
And Ella has been a huge, right up until she passed away, huge supporter of us. And it all stemmed back to she was a manager at what was at that time, I think it was the Sugar River Bank, or whatever that bank was prior. And she knew my brother, and she thought the world of him, thought he was just the greatest guy ever. So she always told the story, like when Jimmy came in looking for a donation, she would tell the tellers, give him whatever he wants. Pretend he's a bank robber. Give him whatever he wants. And Ella and her humor. So it goes back that far. So here we are. We're into year number about 43 or 4, I think. And it's grown because he started humbly, 5 or 6 kids maybe. And then before he passed away, it had gotten up to, quite a few more, up into the like 50, 75 range. And when he died, I needed a place to have people make donations to. And the first thing we thought of was we've got to keep this Christmas program going. That entered the Ron Perra, who was a friend of mine from high school, and he was manager at Dartmouth Motors at the time.
Yep.
And I hadn't talked to him in probably 2 years. And for whatever reason, when I was at Newton Bartlett, I said, wait, I'll make a phone call. I called him and got him on the phone. I said, Ron, you have no idea what's going on. Jimmy died last night. I need a little help. Can I run the Christmas program from Dartmouth Motors? And without blinking an eyelash, he basically said, yep, I'll tell Marshall, who owns it, that we're doing it, and we'll do it. And I said, great, I'll come and talk to you after I'm done here, which I did. Well, Ron Perra and his family stayed with us all the way through his passing 2 years ago. So it has a huge history. And the thing I think I'm most proud of, in addition to helping a whole lot of kids, is that we have been above reproach on any of it. We never have had an issue. We have those Christmas trees out, for example. People tag and they buy the things and bring them back to the tree. Nothing's ever been taken from under a tree. People have donated like you would not believe. Newport is absolutely a town that takes care of its people. Those who can afford to are right there, stepping right up, and we've had a lot of donations this year.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, we're very happy. So it kind of gives us a really good Christmas spirit every year. For
real. And I did hear that your numbers are down this year, which is good. Like the amount of need wasn't.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
That is and it's down significantly. We're down probably about 75.
That's a lot.
It is. I mean, it still leaves. Last count was 225, I believe.
Okay.
I mean, so there's still a big need.
Yes.
But I'm hoping that it means that things are going better for the families in Newport.
Oh, absolutely. I do hope so as well. And I know that the Christmas program itself has been going on for a long time, but also something that you bring to the table as well is the big Red Star Twirlers show, which is now this weekend on Sunday.
It is number 29.
Wow. So how do you explain what the Red Star Twirlers show is for somebody that might not have ever been?
Oh my gosh. It's a fun Christmas show with the talent of some amazing young people. My program is a nationally ranked program anyway, competitively. We just pulled off 4 national titles at the national championships at University of Notre Dame in July. And we've won several other sportsmanship awards this year. It's been a really good year for us. These kids are incredibly professional. They practice a lot. They're talented, but they also love the stage, and that makes the show good. So it's a whole Christmas thing. Has a few themes within a theme. Like, for example, I'll just give you one little hint. We have a pageant in the middle of this show.
Okay.
And the pageant is a pageant among the best characters of Christmas. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can use your imagination and come up with different Christmas characters, and I am sure that they are competing against each other to see which one is the best character.
That's funny. That's funny. And these are all kids, correct?
These are all kids. The youngest is 5 this year. Actually, 4. Youngest is 4, and the oldest is 16, 17.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. But they're all seasoned performers. They've all performed in a lot of shows. They compete all the time nationally and some of them internationally. So they truly are it's a great professional show. And this year I've done a little Broadway going with it in that we have several numbers that are very, very aligned with the Radio City Rockettes. We really like them, their professionalism and stuff. So we've used a little bit of their thing. So it's a real fun combination of things that the young kids are going to love, and plenty that all ages will enjoy.
Now, how did you get into twirling?
You had to ask, huh?
I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Actually, it's kind of good. I got into twirling in Newport. So what happened was I was in dance class, tap and ballet, from the time I was like 4 years old. And I I saw our parade one time, and I saw the baton twirlers. And then my uncles used to take me to toll football games where they always had a marching band and they had majorettes, and I was really enthralled. But we had no teachers. I don't know where those girls had learned how to twirl, but I think a lot of it was maybe self-taught. So my mom went on a lookout to see if she could find a teacher. And I'll be darned, she was shopping over in Brattleboro, Vermont one day when they were having a 4th of July parade, I think. And they had a baton twirling group. She literally followed that group through the parade to see if she could find their leader, found the leader, and convinced her that she might like to come over to Newport and teach some baton lessons. So she did. She said, I have to have 10 students. So she and one of my other mother's friends lined us all up. We got our 10 kids, and Juanita Halliday began teaching us. Then we got a band director who was a drum major at U Lowell that at the time had a really huge band, and he was great. He saw us and just kind of took us all under his wing and showed us a whole lot of things we didn't know. And so my first teaching job in the Timberlane School District, their majorette coach had quit, and I got a little visit from my principal one day and said, hey, high school majorettes need a coach. We see that you were a majorette. Would you like to check it out? So I did. I went over and checked the band and saw what they were doing, and I knew a lot more than what they were doing, so I took the job. And I'm telling you, from then forward, honestly, it has been a complete accident ever since. It's just been 1 year, rolled into the next year. It was never a life plan to do this at all, but I was a music and theater major in college. I mean, I loved acting. I loved singing. And this honestly filled a great need that I probably would have had in my life, you know, because I can do the music. I can teach the kids how to, act on stage and things like that. So, but it very humbly began right in Newport, New Hampshire, back when we had a marching band, which I wish we still had.
Yeah.
I
think those days are gone.
I know, it's too bad, though.
It is.
It really is too bad. Even the acting, that all got started in Newport. I mean, I had Eve Spanis was our acting coach. And then we had some great music directors, the same ones that directed the marching band. So I feel like I kind of grew up in Newport at a really, really good time.
That's awesome. Do you find yourself twirling things in general anyway, like pencils and pens and spoons?
Of course. Tennis rackets, badminton rackets, baseball bats.
That's hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. I don't think you could find a baton twirler alive that can't be picked out almost anywhere because they'll be twirling something.
Really? Oh, it's just like you can always tell who a drummer is because they're always tapping something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The toes are tapping even though there's no music going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Were you a drummer?
So the show itself, it's coming up on Sunday. This is part of like a big Christmas weekend here in town because we get twirls just before Christmas Saturday night and the Chili Walk Saturday night, and that Christmas spirit continues right through Sunday with the Red Star Twirlers. How do you get your tickets?
Absolutely. Easy. You can stop right by the Petal Patch Florist.
Okay.
Donna has tickets there. You can text me at my cell phone, which is, I can give it to you. It's 603-235-8481. And just tell me what you want for tickets, or just leave it in a text, what you want. And they will be right at the desk when you come in. So you can pick them up at will call, or you can buy them at the door. I recommend getting them early because that way you can just walk right in, as opposed to stopping and having to, do the transaction of buying the tickets.
Yeah.
But any of those ways is easy.
Perfect. And it's always a big show, and it's a wholesome show. It's a family-friendly show. You're welcome to bring your kids or bring your grandparents or whatnot and just have a nice time. It's
a great way to start the holidays. Like Newport this weekend, like you said, it wasn't Saturday, and our show was Sunday. So everybody goes out of there singing a Christmas song when the show is over, and that's great.
So it's coming up on Sunday with Red Star Twirlers, and all the proceeds benefit the Willy-Perra Christmas Program.
Every single penny that goes in, like we put a good amount of money into this show, but it's all donated.
Yeah.
Everything that's taken in from the show and we also have, if I can just also add, the Courthouse Restaurant has graciously, once again, they are baking us up Christmas cookies and brownies and things for intermission, and we don't charge for them. We just simply ask for a donation, and so there'll be a container there to donate. Then we have some raffles, and every single penny, like literally at the end of that show, I will present our treasurer and our coordinator, Brittany Hamill and Heidi Patton, with all the money that came in for the show.
Well, that's awesome. And do you have a amount of money that you're looking to raise, or just whatever you get, you get?
Whatever we get, we get. I try really hard to come in somewhere in the $2,000 to $3,000 range.
Okay.
But we only charge seniors, just FYI, seniors and kids under 18 are $10. You can't get a better show for $10. And adults are $15.
Okay.
So we don't charge a lot, but we get, we usually pretty much get close to filling the house, which I certainly hope we can do. I want my students, they've worked really hard to have a good audience, but more than that, I just want to make as much as we can for Willy-Perra, because even though our numbers are down a little bit this year, that's still 225 children that needed a lot of things for Christmas, and we can never guarantee we can't. We've learned that. We can't guarantee that what will stay this year will stay next year. And we went in the early 20s, not 219 on, we went from about 200 and a few all the way up to 300 in a heartbeat. It was crazy how much. Yeah, the need just went exponentially high. So we always, this is just a great cause.
Well, Gina, I appreciate you calling in. I know you're working busy, and I wanted to slide you in early this morning to get you on. So thank you for calling. I wish you the absolute best of luck this coming Sunday.
Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate everything you do for our show and particularly for the town of Newport. You've been a wonderful addition to that town.
I do my best, but you know how it is. Well, thank you. We'll talk to you down the line. Good luck.
Bye, Steve.
All right, bye-bye. That's Gina Hutchinson calling in from the Red Star Twirlers. Again, the show is on Sunday at the Newport Opera House.